Okay, Tim. Thank you very much for your time joining me. I just wanted to record our regular debates about religion and politics. And the question I've always had in mind is that how could a person of faith, like a Christian, like yourself, be a capitalist or believe in capitalism or conservatism or anything like that? And the reason that doesn't religion, particularly the main Abrahamic religions, and capitalism can't go hand in hand, in my view, is that one of the basics of main religions like Christianity is helping the poor and the sick and people with disability and powerless, right? And obviously it's about virtues and morality. But on the other hand, capitalism is a system that advances the interests of the powerful, not the powerless. So do you see there is a discrepancy in between? Your take.
Uh, okay. Uh, First of all, this is a friendly chat, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
I
of
mean,
course. You're
friendly.
just
I'm not expert on like capitalism or yeah. I'm basically yeah. I can say self-claim I'm Christian, but I don't think. First of all, there's a lot of things that I need to clarify first. Like first of all, that you mentioned about capitalism is to put interest of the power. I don't think that's the meaning of capitalism that I know. So there's a lot of thing that we have to clarify first. So first of all, I don't know, is it capitalism or leftist or right wing? I don't know, but anyway, so for my understanding about capitalism is basically to put capital is a basically a trade-off in economic where you are trading freely without any coercion. So basically, a voluntary trade off. Then, of course, in the trade off, like you said, there will be benefit to other people. Some people that doesn't know how to do trade off might get advantage of. You know what I mean?
yes.
So it doesn't it doesn't mean it interests or it make benefit to a lot of like power people. No, it's not. I think it's a condition where you can trade off freely, like voluntarily. So to me as a Christian, it's I cannot say it's like teaching of Christianity, but it's just like one of saying that hey, you're free to do bad and wrong. You know, what I mean, you have to do bad or good. So it's like a basic foundation to start like your own morality, basically. So it's not like you said, Christian have to help people. It's not about helping people. Like it's about your individual uh, growth to be perfect. Even though you cannot be perfect, but it's like individual by choosing good over bad, you will grow more and more.
Really?
However, you're yeah
Isn't Chris?
by
You said
choosing
Christianity is not about helping
no, it's
the
not
poor.
about no. I mean,
Really?
of course, it perfectly is about it's about individual. No, in the end, Christian is about individual relationship between you and your God. The other people is basically sure, yeah, the other people we will need help, like a Jesus. You'll die for other people. However, that's not the main of Christianity. Man, Christian is about accepting that we are a lot of flaws. You know what I mean? And then accepting it, and then we know like what is the perfect morality in Christianity means like Jesus. We see Jesus like you mentioned. Oh, he helping people. Oh, I should help people. not because I have to help people, but because it's like the foundation is like, hey, oh, I already saved by God, grace, and accepting that, oh, we have a lot of flaws, then we are perfecting our life by helping other people or by helping parents or everything. So, but it's not the in Christianity. It's not. It's not a merit. It's not like a basically merit. What is called like, if I don't do this, I will be that. It's not about that. It's about grace. So basically, I already be accepted as a like Jesus, like a as a son of God. Then I want to do good. You know what I mean?
No, but how
So
could you do good? Kind of understand what you're saying. You want to do good, and
yeah,
within that doing good, one of the things that you can do as a good thing is empowering the poor, the
yeah,
powerless,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
sure,
Isn't
yeah,
it?
sure,
Isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. But it doesn't.
Capitalism does not allow
No,
that. Does not allow that.
capitalism allows that. Yeah, of
No. Okay.
course. If
Okay.
you ever, yeah, capitalism allows that. Yeah, if you basically it's a trade-off in best conditions. Like if you have, let's say, I want to help many people. That's why I put my capital to this guy, to this company. And then this company, of course, company is company. There's a lot of people. There'll be bad people, even government also have. So, however, you are free to choose to whom you want to have you put your capital on, right? So
No.
again, this
No.
is
No.
again that is kind of like a more society wise, but it is again Christian is about individual growth, and among of them, of course, helping other people. So
Okay.
so
So
I don't think it will. I think capitalism doesn't make people. I don't think it's inhibit you to help people. Capitalism can help people. Actually, capitalism can help people effectively. And let's say I want to help like I want to help people by making computer achievable, like one like it used to be like when we are in the yeah, I mean you're my senior, like when we are in the school, but back then it's like what $1,500 or something, right? Computer laptop, but now it's cheaper. So that's through capitalism. So what I'm saying that helping other people through capitalism doesn't mean it's not like because of capitalism that I cannot do that. No, I don't think it's that way. So yeah,
okay.
I don't think
So
it's
I think you're bringing a few interesting points in here. One of the last points, which we can refer to it later. You're basically saying progress in terms of technology and making technology cheaper and more affordable and more available is
yeah that we
is the
can access people.
is
Yeah,
a contribution to the humanity from capitalism. But I think there could be other systems that could produce the same results or even better. It could
of
serve
course.
humanity
Yeah,
better.
yeah,
But let's put that aside. So so I think you're basically believing in this benign, helpful version of capitalism that it helps people grow and thrive and bridge and make everyone happy. But that's not the reality. The reality of capitalism, the reality underground of capitalism, is that you are an individual or giving a choice of either working for McDonald's or Amazon or any other major monopolies, and you're free to choose, of course. But you're not really giving real options because all of the resources, all of the technology, everything is already gobbled up, and there's no protection. So you might have this lie that you're free, but actually your choices are very limited. And capitalism says that oh, you're voluntarily basically signing up to do this or do that or to exchange goods and services voluntarily. But in socialism, it protects people. It empowers the powerless. It lets big corporations should not be in the hands of a few who were just lucky to be born into rich families. These massive companies belong to all of the people that work hard and produce the result. So it's really socialism empowers the powerless, gives them real freedom, whereas capitalism gives this dream that oh yeah, maybe you can be a next billionaire. We know it's not true. It's you have to be lucky. You have to be born into situations of good opportunity or wealth. Um, so 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 for me, the real capitalism is what we see in the United States, or close to a good form of capitalism, which is people have no control at workplace, and you have a few choices of work, but not really, because you're basically have once you step in work, which is the best part of your life, you have no choice. You have to work for these big capitalists, and they're going to pay you as low as they can get away with, and they know that you don't have better options anyway. So to me, anyone who thinks that their religion, a religious person who believes that helping people, the powerless, is good, is that what we should be doing, can't be a capitalist, in my view.
So first of all, you mentioned about socialism is good. I
Yeah.
don't think there is no good evidence saying that
Yeah, that's
socialism
true.
good so
We haven't
far.
had a very successful.
To be fair, there's no. I haven't seen in the true history. There is no socialism that good.
Okay, so counter
But
argument. Can I have?
back then, you'll say UNICEF was good, but now we find that in the end it's corrupted.
Okay, can I?
Cuba
Okay,
is good, bad.
there is a
So
counter
I don't
argument.
think.
There's a counter argument.
Okay.
Obviously, people said, "Oh, Stalin was bad, and Mao was bad, and Pol Pot was bad, and North Korea is bad, so Cuba is bad." So first of all, what Soviet Union achieved is remarkable. They
Was that?
yeah, they took one of the poorest countries, or one of the least developed countries, and then
I mean,
within a few decades, they sent, they reached space. They were basically they basically, first of all, they defeated Nazi Germany, the world's largest military machine, in 2 decades, and after that they even moved on, and then they provided um, um, incredible level of development in a very short span of time. So that's a massive achievement. But they were flawed. Yes, they were definitely flawed. And Stalin,
yeah.
I'm not sure if
So
Stalin was a good guy.
yeah.
I'm not.
I'm trying to say that no, it's that flow is really bad actually. But let's go back to capitalism first
Yeah.
before I'm trying to criticize socialism. What I'm saying is that you mentioned about in the beginning. You mentioned about in reality capitalism is what, right? So again, the ideal of capitalism is basically voluntarily exchange, right? You exchange your basically, hey,
Yeah.
I have
With no
this
protection,
skill.
completely free,
No, not just
voluntarily.
free, not without without the price, basically
There's no
free.
protection. There's no regulation.
Yeah,
Yeah. No
sure.
regulation. Yeah.
I'm talking about ideally about like voluntarily. So because of of course the consequences is there is people that have bad choosing, and there are also people like really good, like basically in game like basketball, Michael Jordan. In money, there will be people like that. You know what I mean? Consequences like that, of course, but it's free. Basically, it's freedom that you can do whatever you want. So it's fit to the what God wants in the end for us to choose God. Actually, we want God doesn't. We're not robot. So basically, of course, if again, if the people are really good heart, capitalism and socialism doesn't matter.
But
Actually,
the
doesn't matter.
capitalists are not good people. They just want everything for
No,
themselves.
no, no, no,
They want
no,
everything
no.
for
It's not the
themselves.
capitalism. No, 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 no. No, no, no. People are not good. People. That's why the premise of capitalism, or probably right wing or conservative, we recognize that people is not good. People in a group will not good. People will do evil. So that's why can. However, the solution of Christianity is basically to believe in Jesus, right? However, that's also not possible, right? And for the right wing, actually, the real solution is there is no resolution to counter bad evil. Only good and bad will fight forever. That's the premise of we can right wing or capitalist. That's the premise of it. However, leftists think they have solution. That's the premise about bad and good. They think that they have solution, and that is why they announce it to good people, probably like you, like smart people, and then try to control other people. So that's the promise. But however, for right wing or left wing, no, we are free. Like the foundation is like free. You can choose whatever you want. And in the next level, in the layer, where basically in the social life, you have to do work together. It's not by government telling you to do that, and also again by other people telling you to do that. That's basically, it's not based on your moral. It's based on other people. Say you're like a robot. Basically, it's not free to choose. So ideally, it's basically everyone choose to be good. Ideally, however, the right wing recognize that no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. There's no solution for that. The real solution, and then it's not. And then the real in Christian is basically to accept Jesus and accepting that hey, we are flaws, and then let's go to be better and better and better until until you die. Even die, we recognize that there's no perfect. So, but it will maximize your potential to be good. But leftists not maximize your potential to be good because hey, help this, help that. You're just like a robot. Someone telling you to be doing something that might be good based on some certain group saying that this is good. So people will just follow it, like a sheep. That's not what I think. That's not what God wants to the people actually, and then that's not people wants in society in the end. People doesn't like to be told. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, but I think there's a very
Yeah.
common misconception that people think that leftists really know how to design a utopian society. We don't. We have been
Yeah.
experimenting,
Okay.
sometimes successful, sometimes, but I think we know that the current right-wing designed societies of mainly in the West, that's not working. That's an absolute failure. We know we need a new system. However, the details of how we're going to distribute the goods and services more fairly, that's still, I don't think it's being discovered yet or it's been practiced yet. But that's the correct direction. That what leftists believe or should believe. So the idea of that we know how to run a perfect country, I don't think we do.
I don't think. I don't think you cannot say correct way if you who gonna control it? Government, right?
No, that's another misconception. People think that communism or socialism or Marxism or socialism is basically government, Stalin-like figure leading a government with the iron
It's not have to be
fist.
Stalin, but there has to be someone to enforce it. Like you said, protection basically.
No,
Someone to have to.
I have no problem with democracy, that people choose how you run the country. Except that what we are discussing right now is there is no democracy at work. That in big corporations, it's basically a system of semi-slavery in big corporations because they choose everything. The one percenters, the few, the capitalists.
No, it's not semi-self. I mean, what do you mean self-slavery?
Like when you go to
No,
work,
you can
right?
quit. You can
Like
quit the company
yes,
basically.
yes.
You
Other
can
than
quit.
but we can quit and start
Yeah.
working for another capitalist who's going to mistreat you the same,
Or
right?
you can just work. No, you can work
You can
another
never compete
company,
with. You
or
can
you
never
can work.
compete. You can never compete with McDonald's. You can never compete with Amazon.
No, no, that's your premise. You cannot compete. That's your
No, because they have
pessimistic
everything.
view.
They have the government in their pocket. They have the
Yeah,
resources, the
that's your
technology,
pessimistic
the
view.
human resources. They have everything. They have already gobbled up everything. And they even
No, that's
and
your
even if you want
pessimistic.
to unionize, they're going to break your unions. They don't even allow you to organize to
Oh,
weaken them.
union?
Yeah, they're going to
No,
weaken you.
union.
They're actively going to weaken you. No, what I'm saying is that they will destroy you. They have everything in their toolbox to destroy anyone who poses a threat into their system.
I think there's a lot of no. There's a lot of in America. There's a lot of examples that let's say what. Let's say Apple. Apple used to be small compared to IBM, right?
A lot of these,
Probably back then, people would say, no, IBM will destroy you. No. If you work hard, like, I don't know, like Steve Jobs, you will, in the end, it will, IBM at that time was like, like a giant, right? And then Apple now is a giant now. So I don't think like McDonald, well, I don't know why you give a McDonald as an example, but no one really, I mean, I don't know why you give me, I don't know, but this always is about whether people buy it or not, right? Like you choose, like let's say
no, they can
for
drive
some reason 1,000, what?
they can drive all of the small, bigger shops out of business if they want to. They can destroy any competitor, any small competitor.
But if you work hard and then if you, let's say, people work together, hey, don't buy McDonald's. Like recently, people doesn't want Bite Light anymore, right? You know what I mean? The Bite Light. You know the story about Bite Light in America?
No, I'm not very familiar with it.
Yeah, I think most people in the end Bite Light
No,
because of the
but
LGBT stuff.
with what they have, the resources they have, no one can compete because they have already gobbled up everything. They're have already achieved this monopoly.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
No, there's Burger King, there's Wendy's. I don't.
Well, there's a
I
there's a
haven't
few
heard
other
that.
there's a few others there's a few
No,
others.
there's another one in California. I don't know what is that, but I don't think McDonald's is monopoly everything. But maybe it's true, but I don't choose McDonald's, and I've been a while I don't eat McDonald's, so I don't think there's a lot of option to eat. So I don't think there's Burger King, there's Wendy's, there is.
Well, there's a few other major mega capitalist organizations as well. Yeah, but still they have already destroyed so much. Imagine they have because of them so many small businesses can't survive. But so generally speaking, just for the sake of moving the discussion forward,
Yeah.
so I think the idea that capitalism allows people, the small actors, to thrive and work hard is I think is untrue, and socialism empowers the powerless. But yeah, obviously, yeah.
I don't. Okay, you have to premise to you said that socialism empower powerless, and then the second one, capitalism, what?
And capitalism is the opposite. It just empowers the already powerful, just maintains the power structure. It's right wing is designed by the
No.
powerful for the powerful.
Let's say, okay, let's the beginning of powerless. I don't think it's, again, the meaning of to make a good moral is basically like, I don't know. I mean, I just like to give freedom to people.
Yeah.
And then people
which is
will
the morality.
need more discipline.
I think it's
Yeah,
immoral.
it's morality.
Capitalism
So do you
is
agree with me, right?
Capitalism is a very immoral system.
No. Do you agree with me that to have a person, individual growth in the person, you give them maximum of freedom to choose, or not?
Yeah, we treat them fairly, basically. We don't.
So basically, like say, oh, there's a person, like when you have a kid, or no, let's say you basically you choose good over bad over time, right?
So basically you're saying that capitalism gives the people the freedom to choose between different whom they want to work for, what they want to do, what they want to do with their money.
Yeah. So basically,
but that's an illusion. That's an illusion. Capitalism does not.
No, wait. No, let's talk about ideal first.
Yes.
Then talk about.
Yeah. So there is freedom in socialism. There can be. Again, I'm not talking about a specific Stalin-like country, but generally speaking, socialism doesn't mean dictatorship.
No, I'm talking about capitalism. That's the second one, powerless. I'm talking about the.
Choice is a good thing. Yeah, freedom
choice
to
is a good
choose
thing,
is
right?
a good thing. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So basically, ideally people will choose good over bad. ideally.
Yeah.
Like, so over time, this person is like a practice, like, music, guitar, like practice. Sometimes you play bad, sure, but over time you'll be a good player, right? Same like this. So if you choose good over bad over time, not by somebody telling you to do, you'll be a good person,
So
morality
how does
wise.
that relate to capitalism?
There's a basic foundation of freedom, giving you a free to choose.
Okay, so
There's a basic one.
why do you think capitalism gives
But
you
lefty
what?
doesn't do that.
No, no, left. It can be. Socialism can.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. You let's say
Look, if you don't have to
let's
work
say
in a, like I said, like what's more freedom, that you don't have, you're not being worked to death the way you're in capitalism societies, that you have to work 2 or 3 just to pay your rent and your basic necessities. Whereas in socialism, they guarantee that you have access to the
who
meaningful rights.
guarantee?
The
How they guarantee?
society as a whole, but
How
just being
how? Let's just
making sure that people are being paid fairly. There is the if you're
no
producing lots of
by
goods and
no
services, the capitalist, the boss, doesn't scoop everything and just give crumbs to the workers, and then workers have
no
to work 14, 15 hours a day. What is the time to enjoy your choice of arts and how to spend my time? There is no time, there is no energy. Whereas in socialism, the system ensures that you're being treated fairly. Then you have time and money to have leisurely activities. You can do art, you can spend time with quality with the family. Capitalism does not allow any of that. Your turn.
it's because no, I'm telling you, but the premise first is about freedom. I'm telling you about the freedom. I don't think in the real life there is no real capitalism and there is no real socialism in the real life. So I'm just telling you first the ideal of capitalism and ideal. I don't think there's ideal in socialism is basically just making everyone's equal.
No,
That's the goal of
that's a
no, that's the
misconception.
goal of
That's a misconception.
no.
No, yeah, that's what people
What is the
think.
idea? Okay, what is the ideal of socialism?
One of the things is one of the things. I'm not sure if you have heard of Professor Richard Wolff. He's basically advocating for this idea of democracy at work. Imagine that people in big corporations, they decide, they have a presence in the boardroom, so they decide what to have a say in what to produce, how much to produce, how to distribute the result, the fruit of their hard work. And so they could make sure, or to close down, whether or not to close down the factory and ship the works and factories to China. So they could have a say. Whereas if it's within the capitalist system, only the few decides, make all these important decisions.
So that's so you
And that's
always
not
mention
freedom. And
that
they talk
on
about
in capitalism. No, no,
freedom.
no, no, no,
You
no.
say, oh, in capitalism, there's freedom to choose. There is no freedom. The boss decides everything. You have no say,
No,
baby.
no, you have. Otherwise,
You can quit
believe me,
and start
if
working for another capitalist who's going to squeeze you.
so, you basically your premise again. Your premise is always in the bad capitalism. Your premise is basically all companies bad. That's all. When
No,
you
it's not
have
bad.
premise
They just
that,
want the profit. They maximize. That's why they exist. Corporations legally are obliged to maximize their profit for the shareholders. That's it. They're not
who's the shareholder? You can be
the
shareholder.
owners. No, I cannot.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
can
can
be
buy one share.
shareholder.
Yeah, I don't have
I
much
can
money.
be.
I can buy 1 share, 2 shares. But I'm talking about people who have serious, so much shares they don't even have to work for generations. I'm talking about serious shareholders, not petty shareholders. I don't have any shares
Yeah,
anyway.
but what I'm saying is that the company is called basically. That's why I mentioned there is called a risk, right?
It's
People
about
that put a lot of risk
it's not about serving humanity. It's not about providing
is
making help people. It's about profit for the private shareholders, which are very few.
yeah, sure, sure. What I'm saying is that it's about profit, but you have to make sure that there's another side, loss. It's about profit and loss, right?
Yeah.
So of course, when you play a game, there is people that have good one, there's people bad one.
No,
So
when there is a loss, when you talk about loss, a lot of times the loss is
yeah,
being
yeah, there's a loss, yeah.
shouldered, and the burden is shouldered by the workers. They're going to get fired. They're going to lose everything. It's not.
No,
It's
no, no.
not.
Of course, the CEO, no, the company also going to be bankrupt. No, no, no. Again,
They can afford. They
when
can
you're
afford to
talking,
go. They can afford to go. People like Donald Trump and other billions can afford to just go. Just lose a few factories here and there. That it's not. It's not a big deal. They can sort it out. They have access to credit, to funds, to everything. It's the poor workers who have nothing, none of those. There is no risk to them.
There's no risk. Uh, it's a free to choose, so
And they
you
control
can
the
vote by
regulators.
yourself.
They
You
control the
can use by
regulators.
yourself, better.
They control the regulators. They control the media. They control the
So
government.
so
They
when
have
you
those.
say they control, that's not capitalism. When you say they control
That's fascism.
regulators,
What's that then?
yeah, that's basically
Well,
it's not capitalism. You're
fascism
talking, so
eventually
that's
becomes
why.
that. Eventually,
Well,
fascism,
yeah,
capitalism moves towards that direction anyway, because you have
no,
so
no,
much power
no.
concentrated. This power, of course, spills over to the government, to the
Of course,
media,
yeah,
to
yeah.
everything, to the institutions, to the court system, to the
Okay, so now we're
education
talking
system.
about sure. That's why when you're talking about capitalism only, it's not about fascism. So that's why when you say they control regulation, socialists also can be like that. When I can give you a lot of examples, similar you give examples to capitalism, basically.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's not exclusively
I see.
because of hey, capitalism do that. No, socialists do that also. What I'm saying is I'm just trying to say you there is no real capital like perfect capitalism. There's no perfect socialism in the end. In the end, it will be all mixed. That's why there's no solution. That's why left, right wing, or whatever it is, there's no solution in the real solution is like the evil completely gone. Evil. However, we recognize every Christian or everyone believe that evil won't be gone. That's the basic foundation of let's back to Christian again. We recognize it. We recognize that there's an evil in every people's heart.
But there is also that
So
evil. That evil is thriving
yeah,
thrives in capitalism, because capitalism is about making profit.
no,
It's about
it's
making profit. Socialism is serving people, societies. Capitalism serving capital,
okay.
which is greed and profit, right?
Okay.
On
Let's
on one hand, in your religion, you say, "Oh, we are against the evil." Okay. However, we support capitalism. Capitalism harbors evil. Socialism serves
no. See,
societies.
this is no. That's basically now your premise is like capitalism harbors evil. That's not true. Also,
That is about
what I'm saying is
profit.
no.
It's not about.
It's about it's about. I'm telling you, the first one, the perfect one is to maximize free to choose. So you can be
That's
as a
how
moral
they sell
person.
it. They have sell capitalism to you
No,
and
no,
me, because they want the system to continue.
no.
Let's look at the real world.
Who are they?
Where is the
Who are
freedom
they?
if you
Who are
the
they?
US has some of the US, it's least arguably the most capitalist country, one of the most capitalist countries in the world, United States. They has
Again, it's not perfect
very low
capitalism.
minimum
Okay, it's
wage,
not perfect capitalism.
inequality, homelessness, right? Where is the freedom to choose if you have to work 15 hours a day just to pay the basic necessities?
There is no.
And then they say,
There's
"Oh, you
no
have freedom,"
basically.
and people buy it.
What are you
Anyway, I'm sorry.
talking about?
I'm sorry.
No, it's about again. There is no perfect solution. I'm telling you.
But we still
And
we are
then
living
when
in
you
the real
say
world.
no,
We have to
wait.
let's find a real solution.
First,
What's the real solution?
like the solution is by speaking in Christianity, basically as everyone's accept Jesus, accepting their flaws, everyone flaws, and go to the perfect one. That's why when I'm talking about America, when America was religious people back
America
then,
is a religious country.
there's a lot of improvement. No, was that America
US
is not religious?
US is a religious
No,
compared to many other
it's
countries.
not religious.
In fact, compared to many other
No,
countries who are doing a lot better, like North European countries, who are doing fairly better in every metric than US, less religious. So less religion, better outcome.
no. Actually, more religion with free is the best one.
More religion plus freedom.
Basically, freedom, but in the heart, you have a compass to be doing good. But in the foundation, like government level, you're free. But in every human's heart, you have like basically like a driving force to do good. Yeah, that's the best solution for me. Like the foundation in the foundation level, you're free to choose. You can do whatever you want. But in every human heart, you have like driving force. I need to be good. I know that I flow in my, like, basically you're like a work in progress. Everyone thinks that you are working on a progress. Choose to be good. However, when you don't have that driving force, like say, like you said, I want to be the king of. I want to maximize my profit to my own advantage. Yeah, people like that exist. I agree with you. However, I don't think people in capitalism. I don't think everyone does that. You know what I mean? I think there's some people trying to do good.
Then
And
they should become
again,
socialists. Then
again,
they should become socialists. You,
no, 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 no. Socialists. I told you, socialists basically
how could you be a
in
good
a.
if you want to create a company like Amazon, hire tens of thousands of people, pay them poverty wages, and they say, I'm good. I want I'm good in the
Who
world.
said that? Yeah, maybe there are people like that. I don't disagree with you. What I'm saying is that the benefit over socialism basically, okay, basically, as I mentioned, there's no solution. There's
No,
also
no,
only good
there is
and
some
bad.
directions. I don't know the exact details of the solution, but there are some directions. Why not to tell the people of Amazon, say that, look, you don't deserve this. You deserve a lot more of the pie that you help produce. Like, no one should be allowed to treat you like this. What's wrong with that argument?
So, so you're basically saying that uh, your assumption that everyone is bad, like people that working in the
People are
they're
driven by
probably
profit.
doing.
The system is designed to is driven for profit. Of course, it's bad. Anyone works with operates within this
Otherwise, there
system.
will be no illegal immigrant coming to America to work, like really bad situation.
Because they
You
are
know what I mean? Like there won't be.
because they are
They're
in
trying to.
stuck in a worse situation. So if your choice
Yeah,
is
that's
worse,
why.
worse
That's why
than
we cannot. We
bad,
cannot. Yeah, that's why it wasn't. But sure, but we cannot say he made a bad choice. He made a better choice for his life.
that's because
That's
the
why I'm
world
telling you,
is
like
run.
everyone is working in progress. Everyone is working on progress. That's why don't what is called don't put cap on their in their individual life in their probably at that time he was in the bad situation. However, as I mentioned, over time, you know what I mean, actually that's also a bad thing of the capital, like you put minimum wage and some people become lazy. But however, if you're free to choose, no, this is true. I mean,
You talk about the lazy workers. Let's talk about lazy capitalists. How much they work. How much they've worked in the factory. It's just so.
because it is high risk. No, no, it's risk because they put risk, right?
The risk is that the workers they're going to
They
lose the job. If a
no,
billionaire
no, no,
loses
no.
a
The
few
risk.
billions, so what? If a billionaire loses a few billions, that's okay. But if you're
He became billionaire because of a lot of options. In the beginning, he choose like say I don't know, Elon Musk or whoever. Like now, he choose or his parents choose it.
these
What I'm
people
saying
are
is that
different class. These people will not result because
yeah,
of
I
hard work.
don't.
He's born into a very rich South
No, they're
African
good in money. No, no, no.
family.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's a very very rich
I
South
think it's
African white South African family benefited from slavery or apartheid in South Africa, right? So you can expect a person whose parents were suffering apartheid to compete with someone who was benefited for all of these years, whose parents became very rich, good education, good nutrition, good connection, good resources, and then say, oh, Elon Musk.
I don't think that's. I don't think your history about Elon Musk. Again, I don't think it's true. But let's say it's true. Let's say I don't think it's true what you're
Okay,
saying.
okay,
But let's say it's true.
let's say it's true.
And let's say two people like Elon Musk. I don't think people like Elon Musk. Like let's say there's another one. I don't think there will be like you said. I think there will be some people like that, right?
Yeah.
Some people like Elon Musk, like
Yes.
what
Yes.
you said.
Yeah.
Two examples.
Yeah.
I
Donald
don't
Trump
think people.
inherited hundreds of millions of dollars, right? People. This
What?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yes. Inherited
Why?
huge.
Why now became Donald Trump now?
No, not
Why not just
because it's a
Elon Musk
billionaire.
first?
Because it's a billionaire. No, because there's so, like I said. So my point is, you if you want to become a rich billionaire, you need to be born into a rich family.
Okay, I don't think you need to be born. You need to be born, maybe again, and also you need to choose wisely.
Yeah,
Also,
of course,
I
of
don't
course.
think it's
It's easy
just
to lose a
yeah,
lot of
yeah, yeah.
money. I know.
And first of all, you said that to be rich, it means his parents choose wisely,
Okay, so why is that
chose
he doesn't need
wisely.
to work hard anymore? If you're born into your
No, what
parents
I'm
who
saying
chose
is,
wisely, you don't have to work
so yeah,
hard.
yeah.
You
What
can
I'm
be
saying is
lazy
that
and
what I'm
let people
saying,
work for you.
what I'm saying is that I'm not saying it's good. What I'm saying is that a good choice can affect legacy to your children, to your grandchildren. Like you, if you have a good legacy, you're probably gonna have your good knowledge, and you gotta give your legacy to your, I don't know, your generation or generation, right?
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's good, but that's the fact of, like, probably, I don't know, Elon Musk's grandfather. I don't think it's true, by the way. No, but let's say it's true. Let's say you're saying it's true, but probably his grandparents from, I think it's he have a good legacy
Also,
and then put it to
being a
his
white
children.
in apartheid South Africa, I'm sure it helped, right? Then
It's
as a
good. I thought it's bad.
in during apartheid, obviously you were the privileged class.
I thought he was bullied. What I heard, he was bullied in his class. I don't know. I
Well,
didn't.
I also don't know the details of Elon Musk,
No,
but
he was bullied and he was killed. So I don't think that's why your story about Elon Musk is not true. But
okay.
let's say even though it's true, I'm saying that a good choice, as I told you, that a good choice will affect you and then maybe your kid. However, it doesn't mean that, let's say, second generation might like Hunter Biden, right?
Yes. By the laptop. Okay.
Like right now,
Yeah.
right? The laptop. What I'm
Okay.
saying is that legacy can be, of course,
But that's not
like,
fair. That's not
if
fair. Isn't it socialism better that says
that's
that
not
even
of
if
course
you're
that's
born
not
in a
fair
poor
in this world.
family,
That's
even if your
why
parents made the wrong decisions, you still deserve to have a good, a fair chance in life.
deserve, yes, but government should not guarantee you deserve. You have to work hard. It's like basically like this, putting minimum wage, right?
That's a good idea, brilliant
Guaranteed by
idea.
government.
Yes,
It's
very
not
good
a good
idea.
idea.
It is. It is.
It means that your cap is but minimum wage. No,
No,
you have to make sure you have to earn
it's not a
yourself,
cap. It's a
and
minimum.
then
It's not a cap. It's a minimum. It means that the capitalist cannot hire you
of
at
course there's some
starvation.
people will
No
go
one, no one
lazy.
should pay you starvation wage levels. You should be paid a fair amount.
No, everyone should be triumph in every way. So I don't think when you
Imagine I'm just a cleaner. I'm being hired, and I don't have much for various reasons. I don't have better options. Let's say I couldn't, for various reasons, I couldn't get good educations. I couldn't. I'm working as a cleaner, and then the only job I can get is a local office for cleaning, and they're going to offer me starvation wage, and I have no other choice. I have to accept whatever they offer me. So you say that's okay? They can pay you $2 an
no
hour, two
no
dollars
what
an
I'm saying
hour.
is that first of all you're limiting his capability. You said that he can only do what's called the cleaning.
Yeah, there could be
You're
people. There
like
could be
you're
people for
limiting
various
his
reasons.
choice.
No, there could be people who, for example, could
Yeah,
not
but it's temporary. Then you can be temporary.
temporarily
Let's
for
say
years. Let's say no, not necessarily. Let's
no
say
no no
I
no
might be
see,
having
when you say
disability.
temporary for years,
Maybe I have disability. Maybe I have. I couldn't get any good educations because I was from poor background. I had to look after my sick parents. There's a whole range of reasons. We don't know people's stories, right? Minimum wage
yeah,
says
of course, that's
you
why
have to
we
be
don't
paid
know.
a dignified level. You can, if you're working full time, you have to, or any amount of work, you have to pay a fair amount so you could have a dignified life. And you think, as a Christian, who's driven by morality, and you think that's fair, that's okay, no problem with that.
No, that's nothing's fair. But as a Christian, yeah, people should help each other. I'm not saying, but I don't think people. I don't think the third people should mandating you to do good one. But if you said should ought to be, yeah, every Christian should help each other.
No, I think you should,
So
okay.
I don't think there's I don't think there should be third person saying that help this guy. No, it has to be from your heart,
Okay.
because in Christian it's about heart. The issue is about your human heart. That's the issue
Okay.
of Christianity. So if you said why Christian blah blah blah, yes. If you said how to be, yes, Christians should help other people. There's no question about it.
No, but okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up. So I just basically want to wrap my thinking. I don't think I'm going to convert you to my thinking, and obviously you're not converting me to your thinking. But anyway, in any case, I'm just going to wrap up my thinking, and I'm going to get your last words to wrap up to your argument.
Okay.
So my argument basically was that Christianity and Christians believe that in morality, which is being fairness, helping the powerless and the poor and the sick and the rest of it. And I think inherently capitalism does not allow that fairness. You can pay people starvation wages. It's not banned. It's not illegal. It allows it allows a massive, huge multinational organization negotiate with a single individual who has no access to a lawyer, who has no power, no money. That could be even in a desperate situation, and then if that person freely signs a contract, you think whatever it is that the capitalist paper put in front of him, you think that's fair enough. So I think inherently capitalism has this evil, which is profit-driven and greed-driven evil, and that capitalism and Christianity that argues about morality and fairness and justice, I don't think they can be. If Christians are honest about what they want, I don't think an honest Christian. I'm still struggling to find out how can an honest Christian. I know you're honest. I'm not questioning your honesty. I know you for 20 years. You're the best person I've known, but I'm still struggling to see.
No.
I'm still struggling to see how a person who deeply believes in social justice can be okay with the capitalist system. Or so that was my argument. Versus in socialism, it tries to give power to the powerless. So it's if powerless worked really hard in a factory, it gives them more say over how to distribute the result, the fruit of those labor. Whereas in capitalism, it's just we know how it is. So that was my argument. I think I've been fairly clear, and now you have the last words.
Oh, my last word. Thank you.
Thank you.
So for again the premise of a Christian, or maybe like let's say capitalism. Again, Christian is not capitalism or
I know, but you're saying
socialist
it's
actually.
compatible. You're saying it's compatible. Aren't you?
So compatible? No, I can. Let's say in Russia, I don't think Christian in Russia is not like right wing, right? Or socialism. I think they have to be social, or Christian in China, right? I don't think they're. You know what I mean? And or even when we're in Japan or in Indonesia, I don't think no one cares about what is left and right. Probably it's morely about in Australia or America. So don't make limit what Christian is, but Christian is about basically about human flaws and acknowledging that we are like working on progress, basically admitting it, and then like by free choose, like I'm gonna choose good over time, and then you will be perfect. I mean, you cannot be perfect in this world, but yeah, basically that's the meaning of Christianity. It's not about helping people. That's why I think the premise is not true in that sense. Christianity is about, hey, I know that I'm Christian, like Jesus follower. I have a confidence that I am basically, you say, son of God. Or so you can say, hey, I'm son of God, and then I'm like, so because of I already accepting this grace, I want to do good. So that's premises. So it's not about helping people. It's just like I want to be helping not only poor, even everyone, even your enemy. So, but it's like a working in progress in your heart to make sure that your heart is getting better and better. So, in the other hand, capitalism is maximizing the choose to be good or bad, basically. And ideally, everyone will choose good. Ideally, however, it's a framework where framework where you can choose good over bad, where I don't think socialism there's no room for that. I mean, there will be room, but this like you're limiting your room to do good, like the best person of you. You know what I mean? If you're limiting yourself, there will be basically you might not find your best version of you. So it's better to make people choose by their own, basically, to be good. So what else? Capitalism or right wing. Again, Christian is not about capitalism, or it's about admitting that you're not perfect, and then we live in a non-perfect world, which is capitalism. Of course, there will be fascism, blah blah blah. It will mix, and then socialism also mix. And then when socialism mix with fascism, I think that's the worst case. Then capitalism with fascism. I think from the history, whatever the socialist with fascism, and it affecting a lot of story like Stalin, blah blah blah, Soviet. It's fascism mix. You give a power to some people, it's bad. However, in capitalism, everyone have a chance to have the power. So basically, in that sense, the distribution is not centralized. In that sense, that there is a chance to fight evil over good. Oh no, sorry, to fight, good and evil basically in the same level field. But however, when it's socialism, I don't think they will. When you have, let's say, centralized government, and then fascism came, it's really hard to get out. Like in Soviet or in, I don't know, Japan at the time, or in Nazi, it's difficult to get out from it. Otherwise, if there's no America helping it from outside, I think it will be difficult. So to get out is difficult. So yeah, both sides has like capitalism or whatever, like socialism. There's flaws in it, but I think once you getting the flaws of socialism, I don't think it's really easy to get out. Like China right now, I think it's not easy to get out. For America, it's basically yes, a lot of hypocrite saying that you want, yeah, a lot of hypocrite, but it's correcting. You can correct it by time over time. But for socialism with rules, you're getting a lot of rules getting added by time. It's not easy to get out, and then it's not good for your morality. It's not good to maximize your potential.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
anyway,
Thank you very, very
yeah.
much, Tim. I really, really enjoyed this talk with you.